I was on Mind Right for 2 or 3 months, and then I just went to a local shop and picked some up because I was out instead of doing another order. And by far, it was night and day difference. And having the exposure of Mind Right and then trying something else, I was like, no way, I'll never go back. I'm not going to spend my money on something. I couldn't even feel it. I couldn't feel any difference. So yeah, they're not all created equally, and I know that now because I tried. So
hey everyone, I appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm very excited to interview Jessica here. This is a good friend of mine who's been using my product Mind Right for quite a little while, and so we're going to talk about her experience with my Kratom and just how it's really impacted her life. This is Zella, her sidekick. And so we're super excited to get started. Jessica, I'm really excited for you to kind of talk about your experience, and so let's go ahead and just jump into it. How did you hear about us? And also, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I heard about Mind Right really word of mouth. I had no idea about Kratom at all. I'm in the fitness industry, bodybuilding industry, so social media was a really big avenue for me to learn about Kratom and Mind Right. I've been competing with bodybuilding for about 4 years. I'm also a teacher. I'm super active, hiking, outside, outdoors, and teaching was really the avenue that got me hooked on Mind Right.
And how long have you used Mind Right, and how do you prefer to take it?
I've used Mind Right 6 or 7 months. I prefer to take it not every day, kind of as needed basis. Like I'm teaching summer school right now, so I sort of see how my day is going to go. I like the green the best. I took
Green
it
Bang's
today.
your favorite?
Green Bang's my favorite. I took it today just because I needed a lot of focus. I need energy for those kids. They demand a lot from me. On the weekends, I normally skip out on it. I don't need it as much.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's kind of as an as
needed kind of basis. Do you feel safe when you're taking and using Kratom?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You do?
Oh, yeah. So green's my go-to. I've also tried red. I did white a little. I just kept gravitating more towards green. The red, though, is I don't have too much trouble sleeping, or else that would be my go-to. Because the sample that you gave me, I think it lasted probably 4 or 5 nights. I took one for maybe a week just to kind of see. And I drifted off to sleep. I stayed asleep. I wasn't weird in the morning. Like I didn't have that weird hangover feeling in the morning. I actually have friends of mine that are hardcore on the red Vine, Bang, yeah. Bang. Because they've been on like Unisom and Tylenol PM and they're groggy in the morning. And hands down, they are diehard red.
What would you consider a problem that Mind Right solves for you?
I would say focus. And kind of going back to the teaching realm, I have to be one step ahead of those kids all the time. And I don't want to guzzle caffeine all day long. So,
right.
And caffeine doesn't do what Kratom does for me. So it's not the jittery, it's the focus, it's the energy, it's the just feeling good. So that's really kind of where
kind of gets your mind right.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
Yeah,
and the green Bang, what's that?
Mind Right's a perfect name for it.
I know, it really is.
Yeah.
What expectations did you have before you tried Mind Right?
0. I knew nothing about Kratom at all. So
you just had an open mind?
I really did.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes, is just, like I said, I kind of heard about it, and I just decided to jump in. I trusted the folks that were telling me about it. I love their stories, and so I thought, why not? Again, I feel safe with it. So yeah, I had 0 expectations.
Would you consider Mind Right exceeding your expectations then?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I was amazed, honestly, because I guess I was a little skeptical because I just didn't have any expectations for it.
A lot of people think it's just another supplement.
Another supplement. And being in the fitness industry, supplements are my go.
Dime a dozen.
Absolutely. So kind of like, okay, we'll give it a try, and yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it definitely got some legs to it.
Yeah.
What do you like most about MindRight, and what would you consider you like least about our products?
What I like most is just the way it gradually makes me feel throughout the day. The long-lasting effects that it has, without the sudden burst of energy with caffeine, or the kind of, and I deal with some anxiety issues too, and I feel like caffeine can do the opposite of what you want. I mean, it can increase that. MindRight doesn't. So it's just that getting your mind right. I mean, it just feels good. Like, I just feel good on it. I don't really have anything that I don't like about it, honestly.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. It means we're doing something right.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you think that my company should never stop doing?
I love just the way you represent and present MindRight on social media. We have to take into consideration that social media is where it's at for the most part, but also your customer service is huge. You, not just with Kratom and your company, but just your positivity that you send out just as an individual yourself. That's why, honestly, I think if it would have been through a different company, I wouldn't have been so excited to try it. I may not have felt as safe taking it. It just felt good. I mean, it felt like the right decision because I'd known you, but also if I didn't, it's just that vibe that you guys put out that makes people feel okay taking a risk. And again, your customer service, you answer questions. I mean, I know I shoot you questions all the time, and it's like immediate feedback for me. So yeah, just don't stop.
Thank you.
Doing that.
That's literally our number one goal, is creating an atmosphere and a company and an environment that people can feel safe taking and using our products.
Absolutely.
And that is huge. That's paramount for us. And so that means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who is thinking about trying our products for the very first time?
Be open-minded. I'm fairly open-minded. I'm also kind of back to what we talked about. Supplements are a dime a dozen, so I was a little skeptical with it. But reach out. Again, you guys are so amazing with answering any questions, and you're honest. I mean, you back your product 110%. You're honest about it. You answer all questions. So just, and I know there's things that are said about Kratom that make people scared of it. And that's where they need to come to you. They can reach out to me. They can reach out to anyone that has used it just to see our personal stories. Yeah. And dive in.
You got nothing to lose.
You really don't.
Yeah, no, I
really
agree.
Don't.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Yeah.
I think that was phenomenal. Thank you, everyone, for watching the interview. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed it. Did you have a good time with doing this?
I did.
I did too.
Thank you.
It's fun to talk about Kratom because it helps so many people. It genuinely changes people's lives if you just have an open mind and are willing to try something new. I want you to know, if you're interested into trying MindRight, you can always reach out to me, Ethan Jones, on Facebook, Instagram. You can find my company, MindRight Herbals, on Instagram and Facebook as well. You can reach out to Jessica if you know Jessica. Reach out to Brittany if you know Brittany. It doesn't really matter, guys. If you're looking to just try something new that can really maybe change your life for energy, focus, sleep, it doesn't really matter. Just reach out and talk with us. I think we've done a good job at presenting these interviews so far, and I just wanted to say thank you for letting me come in here and do this.
Absolutely.
Zella, you gonna say hi?
Come on.
She's a little shy. I thank you guys for everything, for the support. I love you all. Peace and have a good night.